Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to part 3. Okay, so I have washed this and I blocked it, blocking by, fixing the collar. It's already dried. So, just wanted to show you. Okay, what I did is I did my last lace pattern and I knitted 4 rows and I started to do the edging, which is I'm going to show you how to do that. I didn't do any decreases on this because it's pretty long and I'm gonna wear it and show it to you how it looks like. But other than that, I used total of 8 balls of the 50 gram. And I used the 9th to finish this part. Well, actually, I use exact total of 8 balls to knit this plus size. So if you're a plus size, you can do the same. You can knit the same using knitting with this stitch. It's super easy. The yarn is thin though. If you can go and get the mine was DK. So if you can go and get the worsted, there's a thicker one. They didn't have it in my store. But I think it turned out pretty good. So I will continue doing the tutorial on the pink sweater that I'm knitting. Okay. And I will wear this and I will do a ta-da video to continue. Okay, so I am at that point where I'm going to be finishing this up. So to do the purl stitch, because I'm knitting this around, I can't do knit, because when I do knit, this is how it will look like. If I do purl, it will look like this. So I wanted to get those ridges. Okay, to do that, what we're going to do, I already did this tutorial, this part on this. It's the same method, because this is not knit around. I do apologize. It's a cardigan. So when it's around, what you do is, this is where I'm going to start a new row. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I am going to just do purl. So yarn on the front like this. And then I am just going to purl like this, as you can see. Okay. So when I finish this row, when I come here, I'm going to move this here. Okay, I have knit 3 lace stitches, and that's when I'm the height is enough. So even knitting about 5 rows of ridge, and then I will bind off. But this is how you finish it up. You come to the length that you need. And then when you're knitting around though, when you're knitting and when you're knitting flat, like going back and forth, that's a different story. But when you're knitting around, what you do is you knit 1 row of purl, and then when we come back, we're going to knit 1 row of knit stitch. So I will come back to show you how to do that. And then what we'll do is we'll just finish this up, and then I will show you how to knit the sleeves. Okay, so I will be right back after finishing this row of purl stitches. So I am finishing the last row. I did purl. Now I am going to knit one row. Okay, one row of knit stitch. Just right at the starting the new row. Okay, so this is how we create the ridge. So we're going to make total of 4, and then the 5th one is going to be binding off. And I use the purl technique to bind off, which I love. It is stretchful, it is stretchy, you know, see, it's like elastic. I've been using this method a lot on my knitted items, so I am going to continue knitting, and I will come back to show you how to finish it up. And like I said, it's this one row knit, one row repeat, one row knit, one row purl stitch, and after when we finish it, we will bind off. And to finish it, please knit the last row like this, and then we will bind off. So the last row has to be knit to create the last ridge, the 5th ridge. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so I am finishing it up. I did my last knit and I'm at the knit stitch, as you can see. Now I'm going to bind off. To bind off, this is how I do it. If you are following me, you should know how I do it. So I'm gonna knit these two together and hold it on this needle. I'm going to do an, and then I am going to move this back here, and then I'm going to knit these two together, and I'm going to repeat this all the way. Put it back on the needle, knit two together. If you want to have it more elasticity, like if you want to have it more stretchy, what I do is, especially if I'm knitting on socks or mittens, cuffs, what I do is I knit this, okay, and then what I do is I flip this on top. So what I do is I knit an extra stitch. That's what I do. Or what you can do is you can put this here just like this, a couple of stitches, 2, 3, give it a little bit room, 4, and then 5. What I do is, this is what I do. I come here, you know, I'm gonna knit these two together. Instead of doing it that way, what I do is I knit this stitch purlwise, just like this. So I make a stitch. I make room. I don't make a stitch, but I make room, and that gives a little bit of room. You can do picots like that as well. I do have a tutorial for that, how to knit picot. And then this is how it looks. See, this is the front, and it gives me the 5th ridge. So I have 2, 4, 5. See, here I have 4, 2, 3, 4, and then when I knit this, I make my 5th one. See, gives me this knit stitch. Isn't this brilliant? And like I said, see, I can see that extra stitch that I made. It's not extra stitch, extra knit. So what I do is I just knit that stitch and I give more room. Like again, I said, on the cuffs, mittens, socks, cuff area, sleeve area, you can do that. And then it gives this nice stretchy, see? It is stretchy. And this is how it looks like. So I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to come back and we're going to be knitting the sleeves. I do them seamless, around and around. So I will show you how to pick these stitches. I do have several tutorials on how to pick it, but on this video, part 3, I will show you how to pick up the stitches, and then we will go round and around because we already started the lace stitch. And I did not do here, it looks like. I might make one here because then I don't want to there's not many here. So I will make lace stitches just right under the arm. It will look nice if it has more lace on it. So let me just continue knitting this and I will finish it up and then we will continue with the sleeve. Okay, I will be right back. So we're going to start knitting the sleeve. Just wanted to show you. I have knit about 4 lace patterns, actually 5 lace patterns, and then knitted the 4 row, and then just finished it up. And I did some decreases here. Okay, and I did decreases every 5 rows as to show you. So there's 2, 3, I forgot to put a stitch marker here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decreases, and then a couple of here every 5 stitches. So I got rid of 2 stitches on each of those. So we're going to start picking up stitches, and I will let you go because this is all we have been doing. It's I showed you how to finish it up here, so it's the same technique that I did here after knitting 4 rows. What I did is on the body part I didn't do decrease, but on the sleeve I did because I don't want it huge and wide, right? So I just wanted to give that sleeve look. So here I did 5 decreases. So we're going to do the same thing on this sleeve. It has to be identical, but I'm going to pick up total of 10 stitches and I'm going to get rid of 2. Okay, as seen here, just like this. Okay, so I'm going to grab a crochet hook and then start picking up stitches. Again, 10 stitches and going to get rid of 2, and every 5 rows I'm going to get rid of 2 stitches. Okay, you can go and check my tutorials on how I knit top downs. I have a top down, actually a couple of them in different styles as well. Okay, so I'm going to just attach this yarn here. By the way, I am using my second ball of this yarn. So maybe I will start the third one, but I don't think so. So if you want to knit for your toddler, 2 balls you need to knit up this sweater. It depends on how big your baby is. Before we start, let me just give you the measurements so you can get the idea. I would say this would fit a 3-year-old and up because it is pretty big. Yeah, and I did make it long. So the front is about 15 inches. Well, yeah, 15 inches. So it's 30 inches. It can even fit a small size. And it is about 13 inches tall. And from the underarm, it is about, I haven't blocked this, so it will reach to the 10-inch sleeves. So I have not blocked this because I'm still knitting it. So what's going to happen is when you block it, it's going to get, like the stitches are going to be relaxed when you wash it and lay it flat to dry. I didn't even block my sweater, and that's what happened. It automatically blocked itself. Okay, so randomly I'm going to pick up 10 stitches, and I'm trying not to go over 10 because I picked up 10 stitches on the other sleeve. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll just come here a little bit down the 10th stitch. Okay, and I will slide these to this, and I'm going to grab a marker. So I will get rid of this stitch. And I'm going to get rid of the last stitch ASAP. Okay, so I am going to knit. I should grab a smaller knitting needle, but let me just continue with this. So I have a stitch here, and then I have this stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit these two together, and automatically I get rid of one. Okay, and then I will grab a marker, and then, oops, where did it go? Oh, great, just fell under the table. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put the marker here, and then, so we have there's 9 here. So right, getting rid of that. So 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then get rid of this one. So it would be around here somewhere, right here. I'm going to put another marker. And when I come after knitting 5 rows, what's going to happen is I'm going to get rid of 2 stitches in the middle right here. Okay, so we're just going to knit, nothing else to be done, and this is all to it. And I'm not going to knit with you because this will take forever. So you already know how to knit, and so like I said, I am right here. I got rid of 1 stitch, and when I come here at the beginning of the row again, what's going to happen is I am going to get rid of that stitch, and there will be 8 stitches, and my marker is right here. So after 5 rows, I will get rid of 2 stitches, and I already showed you how to get rid of 2 stitches. We just do, what we do is we just do this last row. We slide this one, knit these two together, and then slide this on top, and then you get rid of a stitch. So this is all to it. It's been a long journey for me. I finished the plus size sweater, and I will finish this one, and I will share ta-da videos with you after it's washed and blocked, just to show you how it looks like. The other thing I'm thinking is I wish I put more lace here and here, which I will do that because this was my second attempt to knit with this stitch. And I didn't want to put too many lace, then it's see-through, right? That's another thing. So I am planning to knit another sweater with this beautiful yarn. Let me just share it with you. This one has everything in it. And I am going to 2-ply knit this with a laylock design. But on that sweater, I'm not going to put it everywhere because it's going to be see-through, right? And I don't want to wear anything inside because these sweaters are nice and warm. So I'm planning to do is maybe put a couple on the front. Sleeves, of course, I'm going to put. So sleeves would be no problem. It's just the front area. And I don't want to wear something inside, so I won't, so it won't be see-through. So I will put a couple of designs on the edge of the sweater, and I just need to plan that. But I have my yarn here, and I already have the design, so stay tuned for that tutorial. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel by now, please do subscribe. Share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button so every time I post a new video you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Happy knitting, happy crafting. Take care. I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.